Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Can you hear my voice? So you can hear the sound of the fan. I see. I see. I see. I see. Yes, we can hear. Okay. Okay, I see. But it does. This is showing as if it is already on. Can somebody check on Facebook if I'm live on Facebook or I'm live on YouTube? Can you guys check for me? Not really, your voice overshadows it. Alright. Can somebody check if I'm live on Facebook or YouTube? Then I need to know. Then we can talk. Then we can talk. Hello, auspicious world. How are you? Oh, it seems like I'm live on YouTube. Hello. Hi. Live on YouTube. What about Facebook? Are we live on Facebook? Ngobi is here. Hello, Ngobi. YouTube, yes. Okay. Lati Mamodu. Hello. Okay. Live on YouTube but not on Facebook. Alright, no problem then. Let's continue. Okay, good evening everybody, and I'm very happy. Hi, Ngobi. I'm very happy to be here with all of you today. Today, I want us to talk about who runs the world. Who runs the world? Who are the people that runs the world? Over the course of time, many of you have heard so many stories. You've heard so many narrations. You've heard so many explanations of who runs the world, who are the people that runs the world. On the course of it also, many of you have also heard the tales of the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, the Bermuda Triangle, there is something in the Bermuda Triangle. And because there's something in the Bermuda Triangle, it makes planes to sink. And it sinks ships and all of that. So many of these mumbo jumbos, hoblo hoblos, paco pacos, a lot of people have heard. And many people have formed so many notions on all of these things that they've heard. Unfortunately, it is true. They have formed such a notion to the point that they don't know what is reality anymore. It's a fact. That is the kind of notions that they have so formed that what is reality has so disappeared to the, has come to the background that many people don't know what is reality anymore. And because what is reality has taken the background form, what is just there is the lie and the illusion. There are so many people that have spoken about the Bermuda Triangle, but they have never truly made any research about the Bermuda Triangle. There are so many people that have spoken about the Bermuda Triangle, but have never really looked if what they are hearing is true or what they are hearing is not true. What is it that makes the Bermuda Triangle to swallow aeroplanes? Why is it that they say that ships don't sail across the Bermuda Triangle? Now, but you must understand that this was a myth. But how did it become a myth? Once, some years back, a plane went missing around that point. And then, how did the plane got missing? it was a Navy plane, a naval plane that got missing around that point. Now the naval plane got missing because they were doing some naval practice across the Mediterranean Sea. They were doing some practice, military practice across the Mediterranean Sea. And hence one of the plane got lost, fell, was pulled and fell. Now they sent 5 additional planes to that place, and similar thing also happened there. But now it was a big debate that so many occultists took it up and said the Bermuda Triangle swallowed people because there is a continent that is underneath the ocean. The Bermuda Triangle made people to disappear because it is a big vortex. Hello, Miss Elizabeth, how are you? Many people said the Bermuda Triangle made people to disappear because it was a big vortex. The Bermuda Triangle made things to happen and ships disappear. Planes don't travel around that place because it sinks planes. What if I tell you that a lot of planes have been passing through the Bermuda Triangle and they don't get sunk? Do you know that? Now you don't know, because the only narrative you know is the one that you've been fed by the so many so-called people that like to bring out a certain paranormal event out of everything. They look for the paranormal in everything, so they try to create stories about it, and then they use that stories and they sell, and story sells. Since date, there have only been 5 planes that have gotten missing in the Bermuda Triangle, and that plane was the plane of the naval of America that they were using for practice. A lot of ships have passed through the Bermuda. Even there is a resort of Bermuda on the island of Bermuda Triangle, on the island of Bermuda. There is a resort over there. But those that are not so intelligent, I will put it like that. Those that like to only listen to ear service, but they are too lazy to look into things. For them, it is a story that they like to debate and look into. The Bermuda became such a known fact because during the period of Columbus, when Columbus was traveling on his ship trying to discover the new world, he recorded down in his book that he saw some light coming from that section. And because he recorded it, it became an anomaly. An anomaly that is not yet understood. How did that come there to be? What is there? And since then, a lot of scientists have gone down under the ocean of the Bermuda Triangle. It said that, when you go there, there's an electric field that pulls the planes down. But they have gone many times, many people have gone down there and nothing has happened. They've gone down to look at the research. What is it that is really pulling people down? And based on the research, the planes that disappeared, actually, they did not disappear. Those planes exploded. Because of what? It was a military practice plane, and some malfunctioning happened. But anyway, this is not the point that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. What I wanted to discuss with you guys today is who runs the world. Since time immemorial, many men, women have always asked themselves this question: who runs the world? Who is the one that is running the world? Who are the people running the world? And because men and women have always been asking this question, who are the people running the world? Everybody believes that the world is running by God. Every man believes that what? The world is running by God. But the world is not running by God. The world is being run by certain societies, organizations, governmental organizations, governmental societies. And these governmental societies, they are the ones that have been running the world, and it has been going on since time. Since what? Time. And because these secret societies or this secret organization have been running the society, the society of men, since time, men have been so ignorant that they believe that the society is being run by God. God is the one that is running everything. God is not running anything. God is not running anything. At least not the God that you are thinking about. Not the Jesus that you're thinking about. Not the Messiah that you're thinking about. Is not running anything. Now this is going to be a very sensitive conversation. But it is also going to be a very intellectual conversation. And I advise you to please listen with open heart. Write down, take down notes. And where question is needed to be asked, please come forward and ask me your questions. I will be happy to attend to your questions for you. So who runs the world? There is one organization that runs the world. And this organization that runs the world has been before the beginning of nations, before the classification of nations. It goes beyond that of the Illuminati. A lot of people say, oh, it is the Illuminati that runs the world, or it is the Freemason that runs the world. But this goes beyond that. It goes beyond that of the Illuminati. It goes beyond that of the Freemason. It is called the Saturnine cult. The Saturnian cult. Not even the Asini. It is called what? The Saturnian cult. That is what is running the world. And that is why you must understand that your religion is in co-host with the government. There is no religion that does not coexist with the government. Are you understanding me? So when somebody say, oh, I'm serving God, God is independent, it is a lie. You cannot serve God independent of the government. Are you understanding? So many people like to fight. Many people like to believe that, they are worshiping the Supreme, and it is independent of the government. It is a lie. It is a lie. You can only worship what the government wants you to worship. That is a fact. That is a fact. And because religion coexists together with the government, it is functioning. Because what? Religion coexists together with the government. It is what? Functioning. And that is why you must understand that for any mega church to be in existence, for any mega federation or religion to be in existence, it needs the blessing and the go-ahead of the government. Are you understanding? So there is nothing that they say that, oh, this is the church of this or the church of that. It is impossible. The blessing and the go-ahead of the government, of the ruler of the nation, for now, to make this not to be too sensitive, I will use the word ruler of nation instead of saying government. So you guys understand. For any religion organization to be able to exist, it needs the blessing and the acceptance of the ruler, of the nation for it to be able to exist. Without the acceptance of the ruler of the nation, it can never exist. It can never do what? It can never exist. And that is why you must understand that the rulers of the nation are in one-on-one peripesu with the head of every religious organization. Are you guys understanding me, my brothers, my sisters? The rulers of the nation are in what? In one-on-one. They are in peripesu. They are in one-on-one with what? With the head of every organization, religious organization. And because they are in one-on-one with every head of any religious organization, they are ruling that organization. Are you guys understanding? So you might be thinking that, oh, it is the man of God that is the head of the organization, but it is not. He is not. He is not. He is not. He is just what? A puppet of what? Of the ruler of the nation. I'm sorry to say, but it is a fact. And that is why, because it is the point of the Saturnian court, that is where everything comes together. So you must understand that in this universe, or in this world, there is a trilogy of the religio-political movement moving together. Religio-political. Do you understand? Religio-political. Religion is politics. Politics is religion. Is it sinking in? Religion is politics. Politics is what? Religion. Control the religion, control the people. Control the politics, control the people. And that is why. And because it has been like this, it is all centered to the beginning of the Saturnian cult that started existing from ancient Egypt. Please, are you guys writing down what I'm saying? It all began from where? The Saturnian cult. The cult of Saturn. That started and originated out of where? Ancient Egypt. And because it all started from the Saturnian cult that originated out of ancient Egypt, everything that is of an affiliation of that cult is now indoctrinated into the different religious practices that is being done. Have you asked yourself a question, why must there be 3 steps if you want to climb an altar of a church or of any temple? Why must it be that the place where the pulpit is 3 steps? Ever ask yourself this question? And do you know what is the difference between the pulpit and the court? Do you know that when you go to the court, in the courthouse, you also need to, the judge, the magistrate climbs 3 steps to be able to sit on top of what? He needs to climb 3 steps to be able to sit on top of his, chair and give his injunctions. Do you know that? Oh yes, it is. And that is why you will see that even at that also, where the magistrate is sitting, there is a bar that the lawyer has to cross to meet the magistrate. Which means what? The lawyer crosses the bar to intercede on behalf of the person that has been held responsible with the magistrate. Just the same way when you go to your church, you also see that the pulpit is there, and now they always put a barricade around the pulpit. Your pulpit in your church is not different from the magistrate seat that you see in the courthouse. There is no difference. Because what? It is all an amalgamation of the court of Saturn, not the court of Satan. I said the court of Saturn, Saturn, the Saturnian court. And because it is an amalgamation of that is why you will see the magistrate in the court wears a black, what does he wear? He wears a black gown. Is it not? Yes, he does. The magistrate in the court wears what? A black gown. The reverend father in the church, the bishop in the church, the apostle in the church wears what? A gown. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? Now look at this. The gown that is being worn is none different from the same gown that is worn when a student just graduated the university. When a student just graduated the university and is doing his graduation, it becomes what? An alumni. Please understand the concept of which I'm explaining to you right now, for it is very deep. It takes only intelligence to understand it. When you graduate your university, what do? You are given a robe. The robe that you are given, and in that robe you are given a cap, isn't it? To wear. That robe is not different from the type of robe that the lawyer wears in the courtroom. It is not different from the type of robe that the magistrate wears while sitting to preside over a judgment. It is not different from the robe that your reverend father wears in the church. It is not different. Do you know why the robe is there? Because the robe denotes what? Feminine, the feminine energy. Because the woman wears a robe. The man does not wear a robe. It is only the woman that wears the robe. And that is why the robe has always been there. Your archbishop church, your reverend fathers, when they come to the altar, which is the pulpit, to preach to you, they are dressed in what? In robes. The magistrate, while he is in the court, he is also dressed in robes. Now you must understand that because it is an ancient practice of initiation, many people don't see the symbolism that is all around them. You must understand that in ancient days and in ancient time, how people communicate was through symbols. Now, if you can see symbols as letters, it gives you an explanation. It tells you a story. When you see symbols as letters, what happened? It tells you a story. But when you don't see symbols as letters, you will always mix it out. Why do you think that the symbolism of a school is a different form? Why do you think that the symbolism of a government house is in a different form? Why do you think the symbolism of a church is in a different form? Don't you see? Why don't you see that everything is all symbolisms? And because it is all symbolism, it goes down to where? To the Saturnian cult. And that is why I said religion is politics. Politics is religion. So, I posted a video a few while ago, and many people that are not so much well versed in knowledge, they started criticizing and start saying, what is this fellow talking about? Blah, 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 blah. So many things they said. And in my head it was like, why don't you just give yourself an opportunity to study so that you can understand? Have you asked yourself a question as to why is it that if a man commits a crime, there is nowhere you can hide that the government will not catch you? If you owe the government money, there is nowhere you can hide that you will never be caught. You will always be caught. There is a clamp on what? There is a clamp on people doing bad. When a man does bad quickly, you are caught. But when a person commits crime, it takes a while for you to be caught. Have you asked yourself this question? Have you asked yourself this question as to how is it that there are so many substances, I'm not going to mention names for the sake of internet. There are so many substances that are hard substances that are in the market right now, and the so-called leaders, kings of the nation don't have control to curb it. But when a person does something illegal that relates to money, immediately what happened? You are caught. How is it possible? How is it possible that when you do something that is connected to money, immediately you are caught? But when you do something that is connected to substances that are hard and destructive to the life of a person, you are not caught immediately. You are left alone. How is it that, have you asked yourself, how is it that there's so many opportunities of these hard, substances that are very dangerous to the human body all over the universe, all over the earth? And everywhere you keep hearing, we are fighting against it, we are fighting against it, we are fighting against it. Are they really the leaders of the nations, the kings of the nation, or the king of the kingdom? Are they really fighting against it? Oh no, they are not. It is calculated. It is needed to be there. It is needed to be what? To be there. And because it is needed to be there, it is also being what? Facilitated to be there. And that is why you must understand that so long as the kings of the nation, of the kingdom exist and is always there can never be an end to crime in his kingdom, in the kingdom. There can never be an end to that. And that's why you also, who are the religious zombies, which we have everywhere, the religious zombies, we have that is what we have, a lot of religious zombies. You are also in that trap. And that is why when you graduate from the university, what are you given? You are given a plaque. Do you know that? You are given a plaque when you graduate from university. Do you know what is the origin of plaques? Oh, I'm receiving an award. Do you know what is the origin of award being given in form of a plaque? No one asks these questions because they don't know the origin of it. You are given a plaque. Why are you given a plaque? Because now you've become an alumni. What is an alumni? What is an alumni? An alumni means now you've become what? Illuminated. You've become part of the illuminated. Not a fellow. You've become part of the illuminated. Alumni, illuminated. And because you've become part of the illuminated, which means what? Now you know who to kiss and who not to kiss. Is it not? Now you know which hand to kiss and which hand not to kiss. Because what? You've been done with the rope. You've been given the cup. And you've been given the plaque that satisfies you as what? You have been illuminated. You've become an alumni. One who is initiated into the court of Satan. And that is why when you go to schools, you don't go to learn, you go to learn how to be initiated. Initiation is what makes you a refined man. And that is why you need to go to school and pass through the process of initiation. Are you understanding? Because what? That is what makes you what? That is what makes you an illuminated man. And people don't ask themselves, how is it that when you commit a crime, instantly the king of the nation catches you? People don't ask themselves, from where is this information? How is it that your information is so everywhere? Because there is nothing you are doing that is not being watched and not being seen by the Saturnian court. That is a fact. When you call a person a reverend father or a bishop, How does your bishop dress? Does he dress in gown? Oh yes, he does. Does he put on caps on his head? Oh yes, he does. Does he wear ring in his hand? Oh yes, he does. Because what? He is part of the Saturnian court. He is what? Part of what? The Saturnian court. And because it is a Saturnian court, many men, many women not understanding what it is, they just think that, oh, it's just fashion. Even when a little child is graduating from a pre-primary school, he also have to don a garment. Ever ask yourself, why do you have to get married wearing a garment? Nobody asks themselves such a question. They don't ask because they don't know where it originated from. When you don't know the origin of things, it is easy for you to just accept it. And even though I'm speaking about it right now, some people with the coconut head will still want to find a reason to argue about this. They will still want to find a reason to argue about it. Ever seen where your minister is being ordained? Have you ever seen where your minister is being ordained in a religious organization or in a church? How is he dressed when he's being ordained? The people that are ordaining him, how do they dress? Oh yes, they have to dress in a certain way because it is part of the Saturnian court. And that is why I said to you, the leaders of the nation or the kings of the nation and the leaders of the church are in cahoots together with each other. The church cannot function if the leader of the nation does not give a permission. So there is nothing that happened in that society that the leaders of the nation does not know. There is nothing that happened that the leaders of the nation does not know. And the thing is, you would think that it is the Master Jesus that is doing it. He's not doing anything. So who runs the world? With this explanation, I don't need to explain it to you, but you must understand. You must use your common sense to see that symbolism is everywhere. Everything you are doing is symbolism, which is all what? Ancient practice. Ancient practice. Ancient practice. Occult practice of the ancient order. Everything. Why is it that for you to go to school, the symbolism of school is a book? Have you asked yourself, where does that symbolism come from? How is it that a place of learning is always connected with a book, is always connected with, a book? Why? And there's always a crest, which is also a plaque around it. Have you asked yourself that? Why? Why is it that a place of religion also has its own symbolism? Whether it is a cross, it is a star, it is a crescent, it is whatever. It also has its own symbolism. Why? Have you asked yourself why the clerics of the religion of the eastern part of the world, which is the Arab part of the world, also dress in a gown of black? Have you asked yourself why? Yeah, the clerics also dress in a gown of black. Why do they dress in a gown of black? They cannot even tell you the reason why they dress in a gown of black. Because what? They don't even know that it is from ancient Egyptian practice of the Saturnian court. Of course it is. Why the color black? Why do you dress in black while you are graduating from the university? Why? Why does your lecturers and your professors have different colors of stripes on their body? Why you wear a certain color of black? Because black is the color of Saturn. Do you understand me? Because what? Black is the color of Saturn. Black is the color of Saturn. Purple is the color of Saturn. Purple. And that is why you will always see there is always a stripe of purple in every ceremonial gown. Be it your graduation ceremonial gown, be it your initiations, the ceremonial gown of magistrates, lawyers, because what? It is all part of what? The Saturnian court. So who runs this world? The Saturnian order runs the world. An order that is older than the Mason, an order that is older than the Illuminati, an order that is older than any form of occult court or occult school that is going to present itself right now. It is the order of Saturn. All right, I don't want to make this too long because I am trying to curtail my speech, not to offend anybody. So I'm open to questions now. You guys can kindly ask me your questions. All right? Any question? Any question? Achi Onura, now that we are black melanin, is it the color of Satan, or I'm mixing issue? What do you mean by black melanin? Who is black? Is it the color of Satan? What is Satan? How does Satan got to do here? I never said anything about Satan. Where do we find the Satanic order? That question will not make you to find them. All right. Any question? Any question? Any question? I joined a bit late. Not a problem. Okay, I'm going to end on YouTube. Thank you guys. Ending on YouTube. Bye.